Hello and peace greetings, everyone. It's wonderful to meet all of you on this session. I am going to present to you, and it's going to be a fun time. We're going to interact and get to know a little bit more about what you do in the training and coaching industry. How much are you ready to reach out to global audience and increase your global visibility? So we're going to get on a interesting journey together. I'm going to present to you PowerPoint. I'm going to ask you some questions and we're going to have some fun time. And if you are watching this, I want you to shout out and say hello. And you want to put in what are you doing right now in your business, especially as a trainer, coach, mentor, doing your specialization. Tell us what is the area of specialization you are in right now. So I am going to share with you the screen to share with you about ready to increase your global audience. I am Dr. Azeeza Jalaluddin, founder of GoGLOBAL Business School. We are having a conversation. This is about a 20 to 30 minutes conversation that we're going to have together. I am right now going live in a few other platforms, including LinkedIn, YouTube, as well as Twitter. So if you are chiming in and putting your comments on any of these different areas, and I would love you to leave your comments there so that I can later on reply you on. So as we tune into this conversation we are having together to increase your global visibility, and I am going to jump right in to share with you on what we are learning to increase our visibility and global outreach. So if you are looking to increase your visibility and global outreach, especially in the training and coaching industry, you would want to know what's going on out there in the world in this industry. We call it the transformation industry or people development industry. There's so many different ways it's being addressed as. So who are you? What is your superpower, and what are you standing for humanity, and how big do you want to reach in the world? Especially how many people do you want to impact in the world? Have you been having a thought around it? We would love to hear, and put into the chat box who are you planning to impact? How many lives are you looking to impact? We want to hear you and tell us how you have planned for it. If you have not really mapped it out, even if you have mapped it out, this session we're going to have for the next 20 minutes or so is going to open your heart, your mind, and your will to the next level of possibility. So are you ready? Now let's quickly jump in there. So I have a couple of quizzes for you. If you have not been listening to this, I have a few questions for you. And the first one is, what is the global workplace training expenditures as of 2019? This is as of in US, we're talking about. How much was the expenditure? You can choose A, B, or C. Come on, put it into the chat box. I would love to have you share and play this game with us. So you want to quickly put in there, A, B, or C. Okay, drum rolls. Do you want the answer? Now let's do it. So it is C. The rest of the world is having $370 billion, $0.3 billion as of 2019. And that is excluding Asia and India. So US and the rest of the world has been growing so much in the global training expenditure, especially focusing on personal growth and development. And I'm sure you know this number has been rising quite drastically over the last 2 years. Now, the next question. How many coaches were there globally as of 2019? A, B, or C? And I'm sure you're going to get this right this time. Okay, are you done? Now let's do this. It is B. According to PwC, the coaching industry was the second fastest growing sector in the world. US was having a huge portfolio of coaches growing for the longest time, and the world revenue in 2019 hit $15 billion. Imagine, we are talking about one-to-one coaching and small coaching specialization that's happening, and the coaching industry actually hit this number in 2019. You know, the drastic growth that happened from 47,000 coaches, professional coaches, as of 2012, grew to 586,000 coaches worldwide in 2019. And that's about 42% from just US alone. And the whole world, the Asia market, is really stepping up in the coaching industry for sure. And even the annual income has grown from 52,000 to 92,000 per annum for individuals who are making coaching as their business. Now, quiz number 3. This is very, very important, and it's an exciting question, and I just love it that we are able to share it with everyone. You all know the cash flow quadrant, and the cash flow quadrant talks about the self-employed mindset and the business owner mindset. So it is not about the person, what job you are in, what you're being, but the mindset you operate from. What is the whole dynamics of it? And there is 4 elements involved for you to move from being a self-employed to become a business owner. You know, these are questions that we ask and actually give answers to in our programs. Today, we are putting it as a quiz to you. So do you know what does VTSC stands for? You want to put it to the chat box. What is V and what is T? What is S and what is C? Are you ready to know the answer? So we all know the cash flow quadrant in the Rich Dad Poor Dad book. By the way, this whole cash flow quadrant was learned by Robert from Keith Cunningham, and this was shared in the Money and You program, the Accelerated Business School, for 9 years before it became a book with Robert in the Rich Dad Poor Dad. So for those of you who do not know the who's who, the backstory of the cash flow quadrant, this is for you. So cash flow quadrant come from Keith Cunningham and not from Robert direct, and it was taught in the Money and You program for many, many years before it was written as a book. Into the book. So the ESBI quadrant, moving into a B quadrant, V, vision, is so important. As a business owner, if you are talking about growing a training coaching business, how much you need to think as a business owner? How long will you be striving as a one-man show or even as a self-employed without looking at how big you can grow? A business owner has a vision. He looks at things in a more long-term benefit, as well as looking at short-term income growth. So we do have short-term, mid-term, long-term income generating plans set up when you have a vision. And then we have a team. As business owners, you will work on creating an aligned team, a team that will come together and work with you. By the way, a team need not be your staff. They could be associates. They could even be your customers. Many of Go Global Business School customers have even become shareholders, and this is serious. So we're talking about a team coming into place with you. And number 3, S stands for system. Having a systemized momentum and growth in your business is so crucial. And when you create a system, it's not talking about technology only, but how do you map out how your business structures are growing and what is the plan that you have set up, a system to be in place so that it's a money-making machine. And number 4, most important of it all, why a self-employed person who is not fully committed will shut his business. Now you will have an answer why 95% of businesses fail and why 95% of coaches and trainers will never become a full-time business owner. They will just be a self-employed and also always leading on to jobs instead of 100% committed to walk the journey of being a business owner. So this is not a right and wrong thing. This is what people choose to be in. And we want to ask you, for E and S, self-employed and employees, think of money, working for money. Whereas as a business owner and investor, you make money work for you. So that is the direction that we want to take all trainers, coaches, mentors into this space. So moving forward with this, I would love you. I hope you're enjoying. If you're enjoying what you're hearing, I want you to click the like button as well as share it to some of your friends onto your Facebook or your LinkedIn or YouTube and Twitter. You want to retweet it as well. So moving on to the next part of this conversation, quiz number 4. So name 3 of the many benefits of our free membership for trainers, coaches, and mentors. Do you have the details with you? I want to hear you tell me. So if you have not been following our process of understanding our free membership, which is part of the Conscious Leadership Program, that is a 2-year membership. The free membership comes to everyone in a very, very exciting package, and it is a free membership. As we say one more time, what are the 3 benefits of the free membership? Let's look at it. So some of the membership benefits that we are offering for conscious leaders, trainers, coaches, and mentors who apply and become part of the community is we have weekly events to network and share your business to global network. And then we also have connections to global influencers for collaborative marketing. So you actually come together with each other to work together and create new business models with to grow together and increase your business. The third one is multiple stages and platforms, global platforms to grow your audience. I'm sure in your mission to reach the world, to touch new lives and impact and transform people with your gift, your power, you will need multiple stages and multiple platforms to grow your audience. And that's what the Conscious Leadership Program offers you as a free member. And then the other one is complete online platform to upload your profile and courses. This is very interesting because we do have a platform right now on Global Sparks that you can upload your profile and also work on any courses that you have to be uploaded as well, and to market and get to reach out to more people. And guess what? We will work with you to reach out to more audience as well as you are doing it. This is these are some of the many benefits that we have set out for the free membership when you're on board with us. And just to heads up to everyone, as we talk into this, we have been in this 19 years of experience in Go Global Business School, reaching out to trainers, coaches, and mentors. We have been so blessed to work with the who's who of the industry. Some of our mentors have been mentors of Tony Robbins, Robert Kiyosaki, partners of Robert Kiyosaki, and also people like Jack Canfield, T. Harv Eker, and many other such names. Not to forget business owners from Ben and Jerry Ice Cream, and also the Hourglass in Singapore. Many business owners, more than 200,000 graduates have been part of the mentoring, the alumni that Go Global is part of as well. On top of the capital market community that we have been working with. So I want to ask you right now, in your business, your deservability mind, how much are you clear and how big can you think in your business? I would love to know from you. As we talked about this earlier on, we want to ask you, how much are you looking at growing your business, and how much are you focused on the people and the profits, not revenue, profits? How big do you want to grow? Why don't you put into the chat box and share with us, how big do you see your vision growing? We would love to know more about how you are growing your own dynamics as well. So if you do not have many people that we have spoken to, thousands of people have gone through one-to-one communication with me and my team in these last years. And one thing that many trainers, coaches struggle with is to come up with a clear vision and numbers. Many a times when you talk to them about financial numbers, they will say, I can't think of money. I want to just give. And then they, at the same momentum, say that I'm not getting enough assignments of income to take care of my living. So this is the constant duality that trainers, coaches live in for a long time now. And are you ready to shift that mind, to go into a deservability conversation? And what is deservability conversation? How much can you imagine yourself to grow? And why don't you look at this? Let's everybody take a couple of seconds to just close your eyes and setting the intention of just asking this question: how big do I want to grow my community? How many lives do I want to impact? You want to just sink into that. And when you ask that question, you will get a number. Let me tell you, all conversations, anytime you're asking a question and you get something, it's a divinely guided. Start trusting your intuition on how you are divinely guided. And when you get that number, whatever the number is, don't doubt it. If it's frightening you, don't doubt it even more. So what you need to do right now is either the financial numbers or the people that you want to impact. You want to sink in that. And with that in mind, we're talking about starting the end, start with the end in mind. This is the final number you want to reach. It could be 2 years, 3 years down the road. Unlike the normal business plan, you know how people do it. I want to promote this cause. I want to run it this whole year, and you'll do up your roadmap, like the number of causes you want to run, blah, 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 all of that. This is not that. This is about really visualizing your audience that you want to impact. In Go Global Business School, we have a milestone that we want to reach. We want to reach 2 million businesses to be impacted and transformed through our conscious leaders community of 1,000 trainers, coaches, and mentors. This is our vision milestone. It's just a milestone. We have a very interesting forward-looking vision. When you are in our weekly meetings, you'll get to hear about it. Right now, our first milestone is impacting 2 million lives, transforming 2 million business leaders through the work of 1,000 conscious leaders, otherwise known as trainers, coaches, and mentors. So how big are you looking at your business growing? So what we have lined up for you is, in this conversation, I hope you have got a lot of value from what I've shared with you. What is your takeaway? How big can your heart get to expand? The most important thing, like what I said, opening your heart, opening your mind, and opening your will to what's possible for you in your business, in your life, is what you want to look at, because you are meant, your work that you have been bestowed with in the training and coaching specialization that you are in is meant to serve the world. And how much are you determined? How much are you committed? How much are you out there? And what other opportunities are becoming available for you? If you are watching this video and you've watched the whole video with us, you have a purpose to communicate to the world through us. So we are inviting you to apply to get to this free membership. It's by application. If you're watching this, apply with your LinkedIn profile, and we will approve it within 24 to 48 hours. You will receive if it's approved, and we can get into a strategy call with us with our Go Global checklist. It's not about going global like those days. Getting online, being present with people is going global. We have created so many different portfolio platforms for the conscious leaders in our community to take forward a new level of journey as well. So we would love you to be part of this whole communication. And thank you once again. I just